Hello chess fans and welcome to another video. This time we are featuring a super game from the Bullet Championship 2023 between Hikaru Nakamura, a chess legend, everybody knows him, and Daniel Naroditsky, which is another super legend. Both are streamers, both are they stream on those major platforms, and they have like crowds watching them play. I am one of those guys in the crowd watching them play because that's absolutely amazing to see them playing. And now they are facing each other on the Bullet Championship, and this championship is great. And Magnus Carlsen has just gone to the losers bracket where he will face the one who will lose between the match between Nakamura and Naroditsky. And it's possible that Magnus Carlsen wins. If he wins the losers bracket, then he can go to the grand final. So this tournament is amazing. And we have this super game. Remembering this is a bullet game, so 1 minute for each player for the whole game. No increments. It's 60 seconds and you have to deal with that for the whole game. But what you're gonna see here is just unbelievable. It's simply unbelievable. And another thing that is unbelievable is those t-shirts from Insider Store. They are unbelievably easy to use because they are the basic and they have technology. What technology is that? Well, first of all, they are evaporate your transpiration really easy, so you feel comfortable, you don't get wet. So you can use black or any color. Another thing is that they don't get scratched. So you can just put in the washer machine and remove from there and just use it. You don't have to use to pass or something like that. You just can freely use. And it has antibacterial technology, so that means you're not gonna, have a terrible smell like you're sweating or something like that. So you are comfortable to use in a day-to-day for your sports, for your job. So that's good for you. And with the coupon that is on the description here in the video, you can have a discount to get those t-shirts and basic products with technology from Insider Store. Okay, so let's take a look at this game. Hikaru Nakamura has the white pieces and he starts with e4. And we have knight f6, the Alehin defense, attacking the pawn. Nakamura could go to the advanced variation, which he indeed played during the match, but in this game he played knight to c3. And here comes e5, and now this is transposing to Vienna game. The main line here for Alehin players is to play now d5. That's what Alehin players are taught to play in this position, and now several things are possible here. One good line is to just advance the pawn, and then black can advance again himself, and then if, for example, takes, then takes, and if takes, for example, then black takes here first with the check, and after some exchanges, it's just a possible line. Black is good. We have a balance here for black, so it's a great opening, a great choice. Another possibility is that, which I don't like for black, is to play here. So if you're playing white, you can go for a very interesting gambit here, which is e6. I really like this move. You are like literally gambiting a pawn. It's not like the queen's gambit that you gambit the pawn and a few moves later you get your pawn back. No, in this variation you're really playing pawn down. But the point is that this bishop is not really able to develop. Like the pieces here are really hard to develop, and white has good attacking chances here, and this is really interesting to play against. Of course, with a good play for the black pieces, this is balanced. The best play here is like g6, but then you got h4, and you can already see here that this is going to be a very interesting game, right? So this is a very interesting variation for white. But okay, let's go back to the game. So e5 was played in f4. This is literally what the main, the good thing about the Vienna game is that when you develop this knight from c first before the f, you are free to play f4, and then you're going to play like romantic games like Paul Morphy, Anderson games style. So Vienna, very interesting if you want to play like a romantic but not going for the King's Gambit. It's a good idea. D5, just like the King's Gambit, the counterplay with D5 is very strong, like the Falkbeer counter gambit. And yeah, this line here is very interesting for black. So pawn takes on D5, pawn takes on F4 was played, and now bishop to C4. Nakamura develops the bishop and protects the central pawn. c6 attacks the pawn, pawn takes, knight takes, knight f3, and now bishop to c5. Naroditsky is not allowing Nakamura to castle. And here we have queen to e2 check, and now things go crazy. Because now Naroditsky play king to d7, and now he's threatening to go with the rook to e8. Yes, and then Nakamura will have obviously problems in this position. So Naka could go to crazy lines like bishop takes f7, not to allow rook to e8, but this seems not very stable. Not a thing you want to do. Another crazy line could be like playing d4 to play knight e5 again. It feels like it's not stable, but the computer would play like that. Like Stockfish recommends d4 in this position, which is crazy. But here Naka plays the move d3, which is more natural, human-like move, because after rook to e8, which was indeed playing in the game, now Naka has this knight e4 blocking this attack on the e file. So we have knight takes, pawn takes, and now queen to f6 was played by Naroditsky, now defending the pawn, putting pressure on b2, and in this position Naka goes for this provoking move. Like, this is insane right now. Bishop to d2, now allowing queen takes pawn, which was indeed played in the position, but now Naka has the rook attacked and play this amazing move, rook to d1. Now it seems like we are watching Anderson playing against Steinitz or something like that, but it's not. It's Naka against Naroditsky nowadays, and actually this was played yesterday. And we have here the move king to e7, running away from this open column. Now the game continues with bishop to b3, but the computer disliked this move. Stockfish recommends playing like Morphy. So what would Morphy play in this position? Or maybe Mikhail Tal would also do that. And they recommended the move bishop takes f7. This is a crazy idea. And then after king takes, the point is you have queen to c4. Now you're checking, you're attacking the bishop. And king can go to g6, but we have a crazy line here. Knight h4 check. Now king goes to h6, bishop takes f4 check, and then g5. Look at this line. It didn't happen in the game, but we are not watching the game anymore. We are watching a simulation between Morphy against Anderson. Okay, it just feels like that, and it could continue with like bishop takes g5 check, and after king takes g5. Queen takes c5 check, sacrificing the knight, going with g3 check, and after king h3, this is obviously a complete lie, but a very, very delicious lie. It would never happen in this game and nowadays, but it could have been a Morphy Steinitz like immortal game. And after king g2, rook to d2 check. Look what we found here, and after king takes, we have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful immortal game where white has only the queen and the rook and the king, of course. It's enough to win the game, so it's sacrificed most of the pieces and went for this beautiful checkmate. But that didn't happen. So let's go back to the game. Bishop to b3 was played with. The computer says, okay, this is not approved. This is not Morphy style. Bishop to e6 was played now from Naroditsky. Computer says that definitely Naroditsky needed to go back with the queen. But after bishop to e6, we have queen to b5, and now things go wrong for Naroditsky. Now he has to play bishop to b6 to protect the pawn. But now he plays bishop to d6, and now the game is over because of queen takes b7 check. And after bishop d7, oh, now a great, great, great move from Hikaru Nakamura. If you want to pause the video and try to find the move, like it's like a finishing move. And I hope you have found this move, which Naka really found it, quickly spotted. Bishop takes f4. Whoa, 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 what a move. Remember that this bishop here is putting pressure on f7, and this bishop is like pinned. If he takes, then queen takes, and then checkmate is coming. Naroditsky tried this move, queen to c3, and gave a check, but after king f1, my friends, yes, Naroditsky, he resigned the game, and then he resigned because there's nothing else to do. I mean, this bishop here is attacked twice, And no piece can defend this bishop. No, you will not do it with the queen. And if you take away the bishop, like we said, we have this quick checkmate going on. So yeah, there's nothing else Naroditsky could do. So that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this game. Nakamura now won the match and he went to the grand final. Naroditsky goes to the losers bracket. Let's see what happens with Magnus Carlsen against Naroditsky. Okay, thank you so much for your audience and see you next video. Bye.